Environment, a burning reality and a hot topic world over, is changing faster than ever before. As we surge ahead, we are moving towards a global disaster and perhaps a date with destiny. It is due to human intervention with nature, or is it due to nature's way of evolution? Whatever may be the reason, it is true that there is a visible change in the climatic behavior, and hence, times ahead must be looked at cohesively, as environmental issues are no longer confined to any country or continent. It's now a global worry and a collective responsibility. The sooner we act, the better it will be. Beautiful flora and fauna, which was so meticulously weaved by nature with sustained mechanism of rejuvenation, lies plundered, stripped and exhausted. Is darkness overpowering the light of knowledge? Perhaps yes. Resulting into scanty rivers and deteriorating ecosystems, polluted air, ruined barren fields and melting ice caps that are now clearly visible. Are we close to a date with destiny? CSIR, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, which has the distinction of being the single largest scientific research organization in the world, is ready to take on the challenges of any kind, to correct the problems of today and to face the challenges of tomorrow with equal ease, with far-reaching results, be it biotechnology, system monitoring, hazardous waste management, environmental impact and risk assessment, design, modeling and optimization. Various laboratories under CSIR are making significant contributions for environmental care. CSIR NERI, National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, being the prime institute on environmental research and issues, leads in understanding and solving the environmental intricacies of nature, giving simple solutions to complicated issues. NERI ZAR, a simple but effective drinking water solution in flood-affected areas, or solar energy-based electrolyte defluoridation technique for removal of excess fluoride from drinking water. The existing environmental damages due to human interventions are being dealt with scientific solutions that are environment-friendly, isolation and use of environment-friendly microbes and their applications to restore the degraded land, water bodies and mangroves have miraculously shown its potential in reinstating the biodiversity. With bioenvironmental solutions that are more effective with long-term use and restoration, be it wastewater treatment or vehicular pollution, mine spoil dumps or fly ash utilization, toxic waste stabilization or hazardous waste handling, from environmental genomics to biotechnological approach in solving the environmental pollution, CSIR NERI scientists are continuously on a winning path, not only to identify the cause, but also in providing the indigenous technologies through sound research. Scientists at CSIR share a bigger responsibility of environmental air monitoring besides research to maintain the ambient air quality on a national front. A nationwide air quality monitoring data has helped CSIR NERI in preparing an effective framework for delineation of air pollution management plans for the Government of India to implement stringent measures to keep the air clean in almost all metropolitan cities, especially in terms of industrial and vehicular pollution. All health-related critical pollutants responsible for air pollution in urban areas directly affecting public health. Considering this as one of the thrust areas, CSIR NERI, in close coordination with CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, is carrying on an extensive and exhaustive research to provide clean air in the country. Helping cast iron foundries, CSIR NML, National Metallurgical Laboratory, Jamshedpur, has developed cokeless cupola that has helped in reducing the SPM, suspended particulate matter emissions, and improving the ambient air quality of the region in a candid way. Better utilization of industrial waste, fly ash, generated in the country is also being worked upon at National Metallurgical Laboratory, NML, Jamshedpur, Central Building Research Institute, CBRI, Roorkee, Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research, CIMFR, Dhanbad, and National Environmental Engineering Research Institute, NEERI, Nagpur, to reuse or recycle fly ash, a hazardous waste, through environmental friendly technologies by producing fly ash bricks, cement, soil amendment for different soil types, and agroclimatic conditions for cultivation. Facade Fly ash soil amendment technology is the pioneering work of CSIR, CIMFR, Central Institute of Mining and Fuel Research, Dhanbad, that is being used extensively all over the country. Besides coal carbonization and coal beneficiation, development of dust samplers for mining areas and identification of biomining bacteria for the recovery of copper by CIMFR scientists is a major step towards green technology by CSIR. Dealing with natural phenomena such as landslides, CSIR, CSIO, Central Scientific Instruments Organization, Chandigarh, has made significant contribution in evolving various techniques and designing various equipment to monitor such unpredictable calamities that can be disastrous. Landslide monitoring systems, portable analog seismographs, and seismic data recorder are few instruments that are meticulously designed and developed at CSIO, Chandigarh. Life without water would never exist on Earth. Abundance of fresh water is the key to our survival, and yet it is perhaps the most abused, misused, and thoughtlessly polluted commodity all over the world. And if this continues, scarcity of potable water in time to come would be inevitable. Realizing this in time, water quality and its management has emerged as one of the most crucial environmental issues for the scientists at CSIR, and its management holds the key to maintain its availability. It is surprising that with sufficient availability of fresh water, we run the risk of water scarcity almost everywhere. The basic fall in water quality is due to surface and groundwater contamination, which not only makes it unusable but also spreads diseases. CSIR, NGRI, National Geophysical Research Institute, Hyderabad, has done tremendous work in restoring the polluted lake. At CSIR laboratories, scientists are equally committed to invent simple mechanics to purify the available contaminated water at remote areas. Iron removal hand pump attachment is one such example, which is not only cost-effective and easy on maintenance, but is equally efficient in its performance. Recycling of wastewater is perhaps the single most important step in freshwater conservation. Realizing this, CSIR, CBRI, Central Building Research Institute, Roorkee, has evolved a wastewater disposal system that helps conservation of domestic waste and recycling of industrial water. NEERI scientists have been developing safe wastewater treatment technologies for almost all types of industrial wastewater for safe disposal. Surging ahead to help saving environmental issues, CSIR, NIST, National Institute of Interdisciplinary Science and Technology, Thiruvananthapuram, has developed anaerobic treatment of soluble wastewaters called Modular UASB which is much superior than fixed film reactors used for the similar operations in primary treatment of high COD, mainly soluble industrial effluents. The startup process know-how to produce granular sludge from non-granular seed for the UASB is the hard work of scientists at NIST, Thiruvananthapuram. Going a step further, the scientists at the same institute have successfully developed BFBR, buoyant granular bed filter, as amongst the prevalent high-rate reactors, which work best only when the COD is present in dissolved form in the effluent, whereas BFBR works efficiently with the wastewaters of complex nature with a COD dissolved and undisclosed, making the process more versatile in nature and cost-effective. Wastewater treatment for leather industries posed a great threat to water contamination, mainly due to its high toxicity. Scientists at CSIR-CLRI, Central Leather Research Institute, Chennai, have successfully developed process re-engineering to reduce the effluent load and end-of-pipe treatment of effluents. Development of technological solution for near-zero discharge from tanneries called ZERIL, Zero Emission Research Initiative in Leather, has been demonstrated successfully on pilot plant scale. Going a step further, the development of environmental-friendly chemical used in leather tanneries called Syntans, which is free of formaldehyde, is the pioneering work of CLRI. Bioprocessing of leather is yet another landmark achievement of CLRI, using enzymes which reduces the load on chemicals and makes the process environment-friendly. In the area of leather effluent treatment, two popular technologies, namely CACO, chemo-autotrophic carbon oxidation, and FACO, phenton activated carbon catalytic oxidation, are being used by the leather processing industries extensively evolved at CLRI. Dealing with toxicology, CSIR, IITR, Indian Institute of Toxicology Research, Lucknow, has contributed commendably by developing various techniques that helps detection of multi-targeted pathogenic bacteria in rural and urban water environment for risk assessment and possible epidemic outbreak. Continuous interaction between land and ocean is perhaps the key to our survival. Realizing its phenomenal effect on the environment, CSIR has dedicated NIO, National Institute of Oceanography, Goa, to work on marine ecology, coastal zone development, air-sea interaction and related issues that has resulted in developing models covering land-sea and sea-land interactions, urban waste disposal contamination and its effect on sea life such as heavy metals, organochlorine pesticides, hydrocarbons, etc. Various measures evolved by NIO to combat sea coast pollution has indeed helped us to restore the sea life and in turn save our ecosystem. Rapid industrialization is for sure one of the basics of economical safety and prosperity for any country. But what we overlook is the threat to humanity, as in the process we generate millions of tons of hazardous waste polluting almost everything on Earth, destroying the biodiversity, killing thousands of species that nature has produced beautifully, and ultimately being close to a date with destiny. At CSIR, the potential threat to environment of any kind is just another challenge that needs to be dealt with scientific analysis and their solutions in sustainable manner. NIRI's contribution towards solidification and stabilization of potentially hazardous waste produced by various chemical industries is one of the safe disposal methods to overcome the environmental pollutions by industries. The clean retting process for coir extraction with biogas recovery development by NIST, Thiruvananthapuram is another such example where CSIR has come forward to fulfill its commitment of scientific solutions for rural enlistment and environmental protection, handling of municipal solid waste to utilization of waste for biogas recovery, non-toxic red mud and fly ash based radiation shielding materials developed by CSIR AMPRI Advanced Materials and Processes Research Institute is the commendable work. CSIR laboratories that have been working hard to find the safe and economical process for rural as well as urban areas. Eco-friendly material from NIST Thiruvananthapuram is yet another achievement towards environment care at CSIR. A gigantic database on different environmental conditions generated at NIRI by its ERA, Environmental Impact and Risk Assessment Division for different industries, has empowered CSIR with sound scientific knowledge of Indian environment and its behavior. Project Setu Samudram is one amongst the various prestigious projects of environmental impact assessment that NIRI has completed successfully. Be it petroleum industries, thermal power plants, nuclear power plants, shipyards or tourism, CSIR's capabilities are unparalleled to any organization in the country. Industrialization and mining has its own positive and negative impacts, but the ultimate result is environmental degradation and increased pollution. CSIR, through its constituent laboratories, is conscious and concerned for its negative impacts that directly or indirectly affects civilization. Assam, where crude oil extraction has degraded the topsoil by contamination, CSIR, NIST, Northeast Institute of Science and Technology, Jorhat, has developed a vegetation protocol for reclamation of crude oil contaminated soil. A biochemical approach with nitrogen fixers, phosphate solubilizers, sulfur oxidizers and cellulose degraders using bioformulations, mixed formulations and live cultures, and thus helping the growth of economically beneficial plantations as well as environment. A similar work has also been carried out at NIRI, Nagpur, where manganese mine spoil dumps have been converted into thick forests with biochemical approach at Gumgaon. NIST, Jorhat, has also been active in providing solution to the acid mine drainage, AMD, at high sulfur coal mines in Assam through plant microbe interaction system, which has reduced the toxicity and enhanced root and soot biomass production. Propelling further, CSIR, CMAP, Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants, Lucknow, has developed process for better utilization of distilled waste, converting the same into superior vermicompost with higher NPK value. Coating technology of CMAP has also produced excellent results in augmenting fertilizer end-use efficiency and minimizing fertilizer-mediated environmental pollution. A novel method of soil restoration identified by CMAP in cultivating medicinal plants has given it a dual benefit advantage. Working on the similar front, CSIR, NIST, Itanagar has developed bamboo-based vermicompositing bins promoting utilization of natural resources. Petroleum, a natural energy resource, is very useful and used in enormous quantity the world over, and perhaps is a major contributor for environmental degradation globally. At CSIR, IIP, Indian Institute of Petroleum, Dehradun, technologies for cleaner fuels, cleaner technologies for refining and processing and development of eco-friendly alternatives to petroleum is being researched extensively, besides creating mass awareness and development of oil conservation products. Technologies developed at IIP Dehradun such as CO2 capturing from flue gases and recovery of volatile organic chemicals, VOC, by pressure swing absorption system, PSA, development of catalyst for ultra-deep desulfurization of diesel, reducing sulfur in FCC gasoline, and development of biocatalysts for desulfurization of diesel. Lithium grease, a biodegradable product from non-edible oil, are amongst the prominent environment-friendly technologies and products developed at IIP Dehradun. Better food makes a stronger nation. CSIR, CFTRI, Central Food Technological Research Institute, Mysore, is yet another constituent of CSIR that has dedicated itself to the development of numerous technologies and environment-friendly food processes to provide healthy and nutritious food to the people. Eco-friendly food production processes and preservation techniques developed at CFTRI are par excellence. At CSIR, we understand the need to care and share the environment before it is too late. Our sincere efforts are to delay a date with destiny as far as possible, and perhaps that's the only solution we all have.